Family, it's your favorite queer radio personality, Anna DeShawn here, and this is our top story from our Queer News podcast this week. I want to start dropping these on our channel to help spread and amplify the message. It just seems like a good thing to do, so we're going to try it out. This week, our top story on the pod is around the United Methodist Church. In a surprising and historic moment, the church has affirmed LGBTQ clergy, they have affirmed same-sex marriage, and they have removed this clause that says, and I want to get this right, the clause said homosexuality was incompatible with Christian teaching. That is now gone. That is a huge deal. And I had the opportunity to talk with my friend, and actually she left a beautiful quote and statement because she was there, Dr. Pamela Lightsey, who is a womanist theologian, an academic, an author, and someone who's been fighting within the United Methodist Church for a long time. All right, this fight has been going on for decades for LGBTQ folks to be affirmed. And we won't talk about all the atrocities, the trials, people being thrown out, losing their livelihoods. It's been a mess, but I want y'all to hear from her because as someone who has been fighting and was there for the victory, I just wanted to hear her thoughts. So let's hear from Dr. Pamela Lightsey.
I feel like the United Methodist Church is reemerging as an inclusive and as a progressive denomination, a worldwide denomination, mind you. So I feel good about those things, but you're right, this fight was long and it was so hard that I also feel a bit saddened that when I think of friends who died before witnessing this day and because of all of our dear ones who were so harmed by the church, that leaving was a wise decision for them. So I'm celebrating, I'm lamenting, and I'm hopeful for better days ahead.
Yeah, and when she said lamenting, that really hit because I know a lot of people in the UMC who left, right, because of the harm. People who wanted to be ordained and were denied because someone found a post or there were rumors about them being queer. And the most affirming and welcoming church I ever been to was a UMC church here in Chicago. The welcoming statement actually has been written as part of people's dissertation, their PhD dissertations, because it was so affirming, so revolutionary, so welcoming. They would literally name people's identities. If you are lesbian, bisexual, trans, in recovery, an addict, divorced, asexual, bisexual, literally every identity you can think of, they mentioned in the welcome. And anytime anybody felt like their identity wasn't being centered, they added it. It wasn't anything that needed to be really discussed. They just added it because they wanted everybody to feel welcome in that space. And I've never felt that before, where my identity was welcomed in a religious or church setting. And it was beautiful. I worshiped there for many years, and I left there with family members, not just friends or, church friends, like real family. And I love them to death. And that affirming UMC church was everything to me. And so now that the church has taken its stance, I am excited about what that can mean for queer affirming churches, people who want to be part of an affirming religious space. The United Methodist Church is huge. There's, I think, over 5 million people who are members. There were 30,000 churches. And this moment was actually able to happen because so many conservative churches decided to leave the church. Because the church stopped enforcing bans on same-sex marriage. They stopped enforcing or taking people to trial for being queer clergy. Like, this was something that they actively did. And these folks got mad. This was actually the first general conference in the last 5 years. Because of COVID, it had been 5. It's typically every 4. And over these last 5 years, 7,600 churches have left the UMC, mostly conservative churches, because they just don't agree. And they didn't want to budge. And guess what? Queer folks weren't budging either. And so what has happened? They left, and now this religious organization is now affirming the queer folks. I think that's really beautiful. I don't know what the future will hold for them, but I believe people who maybe have been in the closet may feel comfortable to come out now. I think people who have tried to be ordained and could not and want to be back into the UMC will go back and they can be affirmed there. I think that that's really special. And so that's why it's our top story today. I want to thank Dr. Pamela Lightsey for joining us on the pod. And I'm going to do more of these and we'll just see how it goes. All right, family. Peace.